Good morning. In this lesson, we will learn about packaging of different meat products, fish products, and packaging of eggs. We'll start with introduction. That is, the packaging of flesh foods and egg products is generally done to protect them against contamination by dust, microbes, certain toxic substances, or the factors which influence taste, flavor, and loss of moisture. Packaging should support to prevent spoilage, weight loss, and enhance consumer acceptance of the product. Factors which impact shelf life of muscle foods may include both endogenous and exogenous factors, in addition to sources of secondary contamination. The endogenous factors are pH, acidity, and water activity or moisture content, whereas the major exogenous factors are presence of atmospheric oxygen, microorganisms, storage temperature, exposure to sunlight, and evaporation or desiccation. Secondary contamination of muscle foods during slaughtering, carcass dressing, cutting, and processing is unavoidable. Bacterial growth during storage cannot be altogether prevented by only use of packaging. However, secondary contamination of these foods from sources such as contact with dust, dirt, and unclean hands or unclean environment and equipments can be surely avoided to minimize or delay the product deterioration. In case of eggs, nature has given the egg a natural package, that is the shell. Despite its relative strength, it is an extremely fragile product, and even with the best handling methods, serious losses can result from shell damage. Thus, it is required that eggs can be protected by adoption of specialized packaging and handling procedures. Eggs also need to breathe, hence packaging material used must be permeable to oxygen. The material used must be clean and odorless to prevent probable contamination and tainting. Egg packaging materials can be reused, but care must be taken to possible damage, odors, and cleanliness. The packaging must withstand handling, storage, and transport methods of the most diverse kind and protect the eggs against temperatures that cause deterioration and humidity. Consumers like to see what they are buying, especially if it is fresh produce. An egg package should be designed so that the customers not only know the product as such but can also see the eggs they are buying. In case of packaging of muscle foods, the packaging materials for muscle foods could be either monofilms or a laminate of two or more films. These materials may differ in oxygen permeability, water vapor permeability, resistance to temperatures, and mechanical strength. A high oxygen barrier is important in the application of films for packaging of meat and meat products. Films made of polyvinyl chloride, polyethylene, or polypropylene have a relatively high oxygen permeability, whereas films of polyvinylidene chloride, that is PVDC, polyester, polyamide, or nylon, and cellulose films are less or non-permeable to oxygen. Materials of former group are used as laminates with materials of later group to meet special requirements like mechanical strength, heat sealing, or to make packages impermeable to oxygen and water vapor depending on the product requirements. From slaughterhouse to wholesale market, normally carcass and joints remains wrapped during transport of slaughterhouse and wholesale market to retail processor and outlets. Usually they are covered with soft cotton. Vacuum packaging is widely used for hot bond wholesale meat. Nowadays, instead of whole carcass, the meat is cut into prime cuts, which are intermediate products between quarters and retail cuts. Prime and subprime cuts can be vacuum packed in specialized barrier bags like saran. However, unwrapped meat is to be stored under refrigerated conditions. Careful control of temperature fluctuations is a must to avoid loss of surface moisture. In such conditions, meat is stored in thin, high-density polyethylene film, which prevents leakage and moistening of other items. In supermarkets, packaged meat is an important item, and maintenance of red color and bloom of the meat is essential. So packaging film used for this purpose must have higher permeability to oxygen and good appearance, sealability and low water transmission rate to control loss of weight of the meat. Vacuum packaging of meat is meant to retard or completely stop the oxidative reactions. The complete removal of oxygen from the packaging environment significantly inhibits the growth of microorganisms. But vacuum packaging of meat frequently causes discoloration as meat becomes darker and purplish. On opening the package, oxygen availability at the surface of meat returns its original red color. Some quantity of oxygen always remains inside the packaging bag as entrapped air will always be there in foods. Oxidation of meat therefore be reduced by using materials of low oxygen permeability. Slime production by Pseudomonas species at refrigerated temperatures spoil fresh meat. High bacterial population may also result in putrid flavor. Lactic acid bacteria grows rapidly in vacuum packaged meat. This growth limit the shelf life of meat stored at refrigerated temperatures due to the development of sourness. Puncturing flavor spoilage of vacuum packaged meat. Hence, packaging materials used in vacuum packaging of meat must have high barrier for gas and water vapor along with perfect seal and excellent mechanical strength. LDPE derived ionomers have high strength and oil resistance and are frequently used in vacuum packaging of fresh meat products. Beef which is having pH more than 5.8 is not suitable for vacuum packaging due to the chances of growth of hydrogen sulfide producing bacteria, and hydrogen sulfide which is produced by these microorganisms reacts with myoglobin and forms a green colored compound sulfomyoglobin. Higher fat containing products like pork and lamb are not vacuum packaged as not much known about their microbiology and shelf life. Lamb is expected to have shorter shelf life than beef as it has higher pH than beef, while pork will have a short shelf life as it is deeply contaminated with bacteria. Poultry birds are defeathered and disemboweled after slaughter, and then the meat is quickly cooled. Carcasses are then hung for a short duration before being weighed and graded for packaging. Poultry meat is also susceptible to microbial spoilage, particularly to Salmonella and Campylobacter species. Packaging should ensure that moisture evaporation and discoloration through oxidation are minimized besides subsequent loss of flavor. Packaging considerations are alike to those used for meats, only difference being shapes and the sizes. Shrink-wrapped polystyrene foam trays with PVDC films or shrink-wrapped LDPE are mostly used for the packaging of poultry meat. Poultry meat can also be packed in laminates such as LDPE vinyl acetate copolymer type of packaging. In packaging of eggs, many factors must be taken into consideration. It is important to obtain information regarding the necessary requirements for a particular market, such as quality maintenance, storage facilities available, types of transport, distance which is to be traveled, climatic conditions, time involved, and the cost incurred. There are many different types of egg packages, which vary both in design and packaging materials used. Packaging eggs with clean and odorless rice husk, wheat chaff, or chopped straw in a firm walled basket or crate decreases the risk of shell damage. It is also be possible to pack eggs in a simple baskets without cushioning material such as straw. Thus, damage to the eggs may occur more easily. But this kind of packaging may only be fit for short distance transport. A very common form of packaging for the egg is a filler tray. The fillers are placed in boxes or cases after filling. Filler trays are made of wood pulp molded to pack the eggs. They are formed so that they can be stacked one on top of the other and can be placed in box for transport. Filler trays also offer a convenient method of counting the eggs in each box without having to count every single egg. Usually the standard egg tray carries 36 eggs. Therefore, if a box holds 5 trays, for example, the box has a total 180 eggs. The cases may be made of sawn woods, but they are more commonly made of cardboard. Special care must be taken in stacking while using cardboard cases so that excessive weight is not placed on a case that at the bottom of the stack. Otherwise, the chances of breakage will be more. Fillers can also be made of plastic. The advantage of using plastic fillers is that they are reusable and washable. The fillers can be covered with plastic films and be used as packages for final sale to the buyer. More importantly, plastic transparent fillers facilitate the inspection of eggs without handling or touching the eggs. Eggs can also be packed in packages that are specific for retail sale. Each package can hold 2 to 12 eggs. These cases can be made of paperboard or molded wood pulp, or it can be made of plastic also. It is possible to pack eggs in a small paperboard cases and cover them with plastic film. The advantages of using polystyrene egg cases are superior cushioning and protection against odors and moisture, resistance to mold growth. Small cases are good for retailers and customers. They are easy to handle by the retailers and customers can inspect the eggs also. Freezing of flesh food is done to extend the storage life beyond which obtaining by normal chilling of the meat. The physical and chemical changes in meat still take place. Fat, when exposed to oxygen and light, may lead to rancidity, whereas the myoglobin in the lean tissue may fade. Freeze burns is also a common defect in frozen meat due to dehydration of meat surface. The development of PVDC copolymer film has facilitated to overcome such problems to a great extent. These materials have both moisture dehydration or absorption and have good oxygen barrier properties, which prevent rancidity. Several other materials suitable for frozen storage of flesh foods are a range of laminated deep frozen grades of polyethylene and other films. The meat can also be packed in modified atmosphere packaging. Modified atmosphere packaging of meat is done by using carbon dioxide alone or in combination with oxygen. Oxygen concentration could be between 60 to 80% to retard formation of metmyoglobin, which gives the darker color. Higher carbon dioxide concentration of about 40 to 60% results in better preservation, but it may lead to discoloration due to the denaturation of meat proteins. This superiority of carbon dioxide atmosphere over vacuum packaging is credited to more inhibition of pathogenic psychrotrophs. In modified atmosphere packaging, the headspace carbon dioxide pressure change depend upon the initial packaging or product and storage conditions like headspace to meat ratio, surface area of the package, meat volume, and initial gas composition. The carbon dioxide can be absorbed by fresh meat. Package shrinkage is one of the important problems which has to be overcome in this case of packaging. Modified atmosphere packaging of poultry meat results in shelf life of 2 to 3 times more than air packaged meats when stored at same refrigerated temperatures. The modified atmosphere with 70% carbon dioxide and 30% nitrogen gives better shelf life than 30% carbon dioxide and 70% nitrogen. The temperature of storage having higher inhibitory effects on the growth of Enterobacteriaceae and on production of spoilage metabolites like free fatty acids, and extract release volume is generally in the range of 2 to 4 degrees centigrade. The shelf life of modified atmosphere packaged fish is increases many times as compared to the fish stored under atmospheric conditions. Carbon dioxide is considered effective medium for modified atmosphere packaging of fish. Modified atmosphere packaging inhibits bacterial growth. It prevents increase in the pH, trimethylamine level, and total volatile bases, along with delayed changes in protein functionality. Gas mixtures with highest initial carbon dioxide concentration are very effective in extending the shelf life. However, sometimes it leads to reduced water holding capacity. Modified atmosphere packaging has also been used successfully for a variety of processed meat products like sausages, patties, nuggets, etc. Depending upon product characteristics, the combination of gases tried could be mixture of carbon dioxide, nitrogen and oxygen, or only carbon dioxide flushing can also be used. Though modified atmosphere packaging results in extended shelf life of all muscle foods, US FDA has shown concerns with regard to safety aspects of its use. Low oxygen and high carbon dioxide level in modified atmosphere may encourage the longer log or leg phase of aerobic spoilage organisms. Also, it may favor the growth of anaerobic pathogens. Psychotrophic non-proteolytic strains of Clostridium botulinum and Listeria monocytogenes and many of others could grow in many meat products stored under modified atmosphere at room temperature. So it is advisable to use lower temperature with the modified atmosphere packaging of muscle foods. So to conclude this lesson, we would say that packaging of foods is one of the integral techniques used for extending the shelf life. With consumers becoming more and more conscious of quality, hygiene and convenience, there is need of adopting packages which maintains product quality, safety and improve consumer appeal. Vacuum packaging and modified atmosphere packaging have been successfully exploited in meat industry. Vacuum packaging delays the growth of aerobic spoilage microorganisms and retard the oxidation of lipids in fresh meats. However, deformation of cuts by tightening of packaging film and temporary discoloration have adversely affected its widespread use. Modified atmosphere packaging greatly extends not only the shelf life of muscle foods but also maintains color, texture and flavor of the product. In spite of this, pathogens may grow if there are extreme temperature abuse and the spoilage organisms are low in modified atmosphere packaged foods, which would otherwise compete with the pathogens. It is therefore that more hurdles must have to be incorporated to ensure product safety. Active packaging concepts with probably dominate future trends in flash food packaging. Research efforts in this area have been very active and already some packages based on this principle are available in the market. Like packaging material which release microbial inhibitors containing metal ions and salts of propionic acid, have been tested successfully in the laboratory. Specially fabricated films to absorb flavor and odors, or on the contrary, to release them into the package, are being reported and could soon be seen in the marketplace. Regarding this, we will be learning in the module of active packaging of different foods. So friends, in this lesson we have learnt about packaging of meat products, fish products and eggs. And we have also learnt about different packaging techniques like modified atmospheric packaging, vacuum packaging, specifically in the field of meat packaging. There is also a need of research in the active packaging of such products, then it will having the better effects on the packaging of meat products. Thank you.